The Keeping Room. Yesterday I happened to see the movie The Keeping Room, and I found it so fascinating that I decided to bring it to your attention. The Keeping Room has a very simple Western premise. You have this fella over here, Sam Worthington. Yes, this is the guy from Avatar. And he plays a Union soldier who comes to the Confederate state of South Carolina in the year of 1864. He comes to pillage, rape, and murder. He reaches the house of two sisters who happen to live with their lady slave. The two sisters are played by Britt Marling, the older sister, and the younger sister is played by Haley Steinfeld. The lady slave is played by an actress by the name Muno Taro. She's a British actress and she does a magnificent job in the movie. So the very premise of the movie is simple. Union soldier with his buddy, they come to the Confederate state of South Carolina to pillage and murder. They reach the house of the two sisters, and of course, naturally, they want to rape them and eventually kill them. So the sisters have no man to protect them, since all men are gone fighting in the Civil War. So they need to man up and survive the attack of the Union soldiers. And of course, this is just the tip of the iceberg for the movie. The movie brings so many sub-stories in this very simple Western premise. I can compare it, and I don't want to compare it, but in this case, it's a good comparison because we have similar movies that bring a similar story in their own way. One of the movies that immediately come to my mind is Cold Mountain, where again we have women that are stuck in the Civil War and they need to man up and survive. And this is something like that. And of course, in its own way, it's very different. But the movie is an indie movie that is very focused and very collected, almost monotonic. And this is very good because it really makes you focused on every single thing that's happening in the movie. We have a brilliant directorial work of Daniel Barber, and the story is actually written by, let's see, Julia Hart. So the directorial work is magnificent, and therefore the acting is superb. Actually, I believe that this is Sam Worthington's best movie yet. It is an indie movie. It came in 2014 and pretty much went under the radar. I found it in Goodwill a few days ago for $1.99, and this is the Blu-ray version of the movie. So probably a lot of you are gonna say, "Oh, Goodwill, $1.99." No, this is not a good movie. Quite the contrary, actually. The best movies I've seen I found in dollar stores and thrift stores, and it just goes on to show you that actually the best art always remains underappreciated for centuries, and then centuries later we actually start appreciating art that was neglected at the time of its appearance. So yeah, I just want to tell you how good this movie is. I'm not a paid promoter for the movie. This is not a review. This is me telling you how good the movie is. It brings a lot to the table. It reminded me of Cold Mountain. It reminded me of The Last of the Mohicans. There is a scene where Britt Marling, she just rips her dress and grabs the gun, and she has this pouch full of gunpowder, and she just goes all berserk on the Union soldiers, and you see this Last of the Mohicans type of a survival mode. So you have these women that are rising up, and all three of them have their own issues. And of course, we have the Confederate sisters who actually just now happen to connect even more with their lady slave and start seeing her as a person. And that's one of the sub stories in the movie, and there is many more. And really the name, the title, The Keeping Room, actually is coming from the sub story of the lady slave. You have to pay attention for every little thing that they're saying, and the scenes are just magnificent. The movie starts very slow and very simple, and it just grows exponentially. And its simplicity, it's absolutely amazing. I was glued from beginning to end. There is not an empty scene in this movie. There is not an empty dialogue line. Everything means something and brings something to the movie. There are a few aha moments in that movie. The movie keeps giving and giving, and it's so rewarding. And I just loved it so much that I decided to bring it to your attention. The soundtrack is also super, super cool soundtrack. It is by Mural, and Mural is a music project that is created by a very famous composer, and I'm just gonna look up his name, Martin Phipps. So he created that music project where he features different musicians to create a musical soundtrack, original musical soundtrack for each movie. And I believe he started with Peaky Blinders, which is a Netflix TV series, and I would highly recommend you watching Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is amazing. And also he did The Keeping Room. The music project is called Mural and is created by Martin Phipps. So please, if you get a chance and if you respect yourself, treat yourself with this beautiful movie. Amazing. I want to tell you so much, but I'm gonna spoil the movie and I can just ramble forever.
I remember Daddy telling a story about a girl and her sister. A girl was gonna be killed by a gang. What if all the men killed all the other men? What if it's the end of the world and we the last ones left?
You shouldn't be here. Turn around and get yourself out of here. Someplace you gotta be.
It's our home. We're gonna have to fight.
What's going on? We got men here.
Girl! You got 10 to come out!
You bar this door behind me. If a man comes through, no matter what, you shoot.
One!
The crueler it is, the sooner it will be over.
Why you come like you want a war?
2!
Don't know how to stop.
9!
Our army is behind us.
We can hold